Hey guys, this is Brad from Geek, and I'm here today with
James Myers. Hi.
And we're here today talking about your book, Slaughterhouse Rules.
Yeah, this is my book, Slaughterhouse Rules, 252 pages, 16 chapters, and thank you for having me on, Brad. The book is about engaging individuals' positive potential, people between the ages of 15 and 37, on how to build and have a better life, both professionally and personally. That's what the book's about.
Nice. So,
and I'm on the back cover.
So just by that description, I'm gonna go out on a limb and say this is very nonfiction.
It's very nonfiction. It is a memoir, inspirational book.
Okay.
It's my life. It took me 20 months to write it, 62 years to live it. So it's to help people to really understand what to do, what not to do in life, how to do it and why, and to kind of read about my life. My life has been quite different.
Sure.
It's very unique. I've received many accolades from people online. I've got quite a few book referrals through Amazon. It's really great. And I tell people, say, hey, here's my book. If you love it, go on Amazon, give me a review. If you don't like it, just send me an email. I'd appreciate it. But I haven't received the emails yet.
Good.
It's a great story.
Yeah.
Would you like to learn more?
So, what would be the most surprising thing that our viewers would be able to read about in your book?
The journey.
Okay.
Of going from, because the reason it's called Slaughterhouse Rules is because I did work in a slaughterhouse. A small independent slaughterhouse up in the northern Midwest of this United States. And I worked there for 6 years, between the ages of 18 and 24. And so how does one become uneducated, a lower labor class, living close to a poverty level, but not quite, because I had a family at the time. Sure. To becoming an entrepreneur, a corporate president, CEO, and a professional actor, and a really good, strong keystone for their family. How do you do that? How do you get from the lowest of lows? And plus, I've been homeless twice in my life as well. Sure. So how do you get from the lowest of lows to the highest of highs? So it's more of a, I know your question is kind of specific, but it's the journey of the book, and that's where it takes you, and the continuity of the story as well.
Nice. It does say here that there's a Hollywood and corporate aspect to your story.
Correct.
Well, let's start with the Hollywood side.
People love to talk about the Hollywood side.
Well, you brought up the acting, so how'd you get into that?
Very good question. I appreciate it because it is in the book. I talk about it.
Don't want to spoil too much for everybody, but
it's very simple. I was living in a tier 2 city up in the Midwest, and a local acting coach had classes, and he was pushing for corporate leaders to come in and take an acting class to learn how to really engage one-on-one, have eye contact, and to really understand how to actively listen. Sure. With their clientele, with their sales prospects, with their peers, their subordinates. I looked at that, and I just started a business of my own in IT security and risk management back in the early 2000s. And I decided, I think I'd like to do that. So I did. I took this acting class on it, and well, I got the bug. And so kind of one thing led to another, and next thing I know, I get into the AFTRA union. I got into AFTRA after a few years, and I decided to move out to Los Angeles and take a shot at it. I figured if I'm ever going to do this, I might as well do it now and give my best effort. So I spent 7 years as a full-time actor and model and all that, whatever you can do to get work in Hollywood. Yeah. So it's kind of how I got it started, actually through my business. Cool. Which I still have today. Which goes to the next part with the corporate side. Yes. So I'm assuming there were, if you're talking about this book having a lot of ups and downs, I'm going to go ahead and assume that a lot of that comes from the corporate journey because there can be so many ebbs and flows in business. I'm guessing a lot of those ups and downs came from your corporate experience. Would that be about accurate, or was that more of a high for you? That was more of a middle road for me. Middle road, okay. So the ups and downs are really about getting yourself into a position in your life, both professionally and personally, where you have to make a decision. Sure, right? Sure. So moving yourself forward, picking your potential and saying, I like doing this, so I'm going to focus my effort on this, And guess what? If you don't make a decision for yourself, if you don't make your own decisions in life, professionally and personally, someone else will do it for you.
Yeah.
I got tired of people doing it for me. So I went after it. And that plays into corporate, it plays into being an entrepreneur, it plays in the world of acting because it's called show business.
Yeah.
It's a huge business. People have to make money.
Yeah.
There's a lot of parallelisms between corporate and leadership and acting. A ton of parallelisms. And I say that in the book as well, so people understand where the connections are. How can you be? When I was in Hollywood, I met people who own businesses. I met chemists. I met other engineers. I met teachers. I mean, yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
If there is really one thing that you could say to tease this book and really get everybody's attention about it, what would that be?
Everybody has positive potential in life. Unfortunately, for the most of us, it doesn't see the light of day. And this book will help you figure out how to do that, i.e. have a plan.
Awesome.
That's right. So it's about your positive potential.
Very nice. You got this book right now. You said it just came out like within the last month, 2 months-ish?
Oh, end of the year actually.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, are you working on anything else right now, or are you just focused so much on getting this out there and getting the word out?
I'm focused on this right. I have 2 other books in plan.
Okay.
One of them is an offshoot, a spin-off from this one.
Okay.
And I've always wanted to write a romance novel, but which is completely the opposite.
Oh yeah.
It's very degrees out of phase.
Very. Yeah.
But I know I can do it.
Okay.
So perhaps that's down the road. What I'm doing now is all the online social stuff. I have a website, slaughterhouserules.com, and there are 5 rules. You have to read the book to find out what they are. I don't want to give them up here too quickly.
Oh, yeah?
But it doesn't matter about your political position, your religious position, how much money you have or don't have, and how successful you've already been. The rules still apply.
Cool.
Okay. So I'm on social media. I got a Facebook page. I got a Twitter account, Pinterest, Instagram, which I haven't worked on for a while. I have to do that. Sure. It's only 24 hours.
There's always something to do.
There's always something to do. And everywhere I go, no matter what, I always have books.
Nice. Always. Nice.
I mean, you'd be surprised. I've run into people, hey, I wrote a book just for you, you did. I said, yeah, what's your name? You got $15? Here's a book.
Very nice.
I do that a lot. So
very nice.
Yeah, so my goal with this book is really to go out on the road, do speaking engagements.
Okay.
Inspirational, motivational speaking engagements, leveraging the 5 rules and content of this book.
Okay.
That's my focus, really.
Speaking of those kind of engagements that you're wanting to go after, what kind of crowds are you wanting to be able to speak to? Are you wanting to look for like students, young professionals, entrepreneurs? Who are you looking to be able to really speak to?
There's 3 categories. I think there's 3 categories.
Yeah.
Young, let's say between the ages of 15 and 37, which is kind of like an expansion of the millennial generation.
Sure.
'Cause I'm a baby boomer. But I've always had that millennial in my heart.
Yeah.
You know, 'cause I've been part of the gig economy now for 20 years. So you guys got caught up here. I've been doing this for a long time.
Yeah.
But what was your question again, please?
What groups are you wanting to really speak to with these speaking engagements?
Young individuals in the blue-collar workforce, professionals, whether they're college graduates or not, and students.
Awesome.
Anywhere from high school into college.
Awesome. Well, if our audience would like to go and pick up your book, where is the best place or places that they can find it?
I've got it in audio. No, excuse me. I'm doing my audiobook this week, as a matter of fact.
Nice.
So in about probably a week and a half, depending on how soundproof I can get my room, I'll have it done. I'm gonna do my own narrating, my own audio.
Okay.
Because I've done that before.
Okay.
In
Nice.
Hollywood stuff. But you can find an electronic book and a paperback book on Amazon, Barnes & Noble, and Apple stores, all 3.
Okay.
I'm also in Kobo and Smashwords with Goodreads and Draft to Digital,
So you're just hitting the full gamut right there.
Yeah.
All right.
Absolutely. It's all about business. You know,
very nice.
This is the product and me.
Well, if you're interested in checking out this book, the links are going to be down in the description below. So absolutely go check that out. And if you want to be able to continue to follow his work and try to find his next speaking engagement, I'm assuming they can find all that on your social media, website, all that?
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
Everything I do, I post it.
All right.
Absolutely.
Well, be sure to check that out. And until next time, this is Brad from Geek saying, see ya.